Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with Karen B. It's another fine moon day. It is June 15th, 2026. We're getting very, very, very close to the summer solstice, and it's hot outside all the time. And there's a lot of, it's like, yeah, it's great. I really love summertime, actually. I sweat my ass off, but I love it. I love the heat. Um, I would prefer to be hot than cold. you know, Anyway, Hello, all you fine people here on Poop Tube, Ginger Sugarbush, Sue Finelli, Billingtano, Tony Coriolis Tony, Aisling717, Jeff Rust, good to see you, Wild Eden 33, Twat Charles McCunt Chuckle, Alpine Endeavor, Methinks Bear, Mad Chick Acres, what up, Sufi Bear, Scrotal Xerox, good to see you all. And also, I'm streaming live on Rumble. Hello to people on Rumble. I have the windows open. It's just hard for me to keep track of all the chats or remember to check all the chats, and I'm sorry that I don't always do that. And hello to people on Odyssey. I realized how to that I could have my live window open for Odyssey too, so I'm there, and I will try to check the chat as much as possible. I can pop these out. If anybody starts chatting, I'll try to throw them on the window. They just don't all integrate into Streamlabs like only certain places do. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? How's it going, people? Yeah. So, America's a joke. My country's a joke. It's like not even funny anymore. But you have to laugh, or else you probably cry because it's like not even the same place it was when I was growing up. You know, I mean, it's miserable. Like, it's just a joke that Trump has turned it into a fucking, what do you call it? Idiocracy, dude. Seriously. Seriously. Idiocracy was supposed to be 500 years in the future, but like it's now. It's now. It's happening now. There's literally, they put up a stupid wrestling ring in front of the White House, which is dumb. Like, it's just dumb. Celebrating America with jets and wrestling. You're so catering to the absolute lowest common denominator there. Does anybody give a shit about any of that, right? Like when you're talking about celebrating America 250 years, like it'd be better if we were all just like doing great and, you know, flourishing and, you know, not struggling to pay outlandish rent prices and food prices and gas prices and, you know, getting paid peanuts still, you know? I mean, how are you supposed to anyway, like I don't want to be a party pooper, but come on. Come on. It's just a joke. It's like, you know, meanwhile they won't punish any of the people who are victimizing children who are still in the administration. Clearly there are some. That's why they're doing all this other shit to distract you from it. Oh, and by the way, they started a war with Iran that they can't win, and Iran is giving them a spanking. And so now the only way that they're getting it to stop is by giving them $300 billion. Oh, here, we're sorry that we bombed all your shit. Here's $300 billion to rebuild. And by the way, will you please keep letting us check and see and make sure that you're not building nuclear weapons? Like, what the actual fuckity fuck is going on around here? I mean, why aren't people pissed? I just don't understand why people aren't pissed, like, objectively. I don't even care about left versus right anymore. I haven't cared about that for a long time. But objectively, there are horrible things going on at the top, like horrible, these technocrat billionaire fuckheads who want to build monitoring systems for every American so they can maximize your advertising potential and sell everything to you and make you train AI and replace your job and then just give you a basic universal income so that you can all afford to live in like apartment complexes together, like their little homemade high density housing. Eventually, you know, it's just eventually what it's going to turn into if everybody's getting paid the same shit. It's like, you know, just, can we just stop? Can everybody just stop for a minute and be like, yo, this is not cool. None of what is going on is cool. None of it. None of it. It's not okay. Anyway, giant Costco's and idiocracy. We got Amazon fulfillment centers and AI data centers, right? I'd rather have a giant Costco. Barnum and Bailey's was less than 100. Idiocracy is. It is. Idiocracy, oligarchy, technocracy, fucking shit show. Absolute shit show. Anyway, Billingtano, I want you to know that I did check my sound before I came on this morning. I feel like everything's doing good. No stopping it. Hey, they need to put up a wrestling match at the White House. Jesus. Anyway. 57 here this morning where you're at. You know what it is? It's warm here. It's been hot AF down these parts. Let me tell you what. It's got to be already, 77 already. It's a quarter to 10. But it was that earlier today, though, you know? Yeah. The low was 68. It's like as soon as the sun comes out, it's like hit 70 and above. At least we got out of the house. Yeah. And I even already have my phone line open. My 666 number is operational. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so then did you guys see too that what's his name? Sean Strickland got arrested at their stupid White House UFC match. Like it's just a clown show. They are well, okay. Supposedly he's uninvited and he was banned because he already but it's because he criticizes Israel. Like that's how retarded our government is. There's no more free speech because one of the UFC champions, like the guy's a champion. He kicks ass literally, and he's not allowed at the UFC thing at the White House because he criticized Israel. Fuck Israel, dude. Who gives a fuck if you criticize? We're allowed to criticize Israel. We're allowed to criticize our own government. Like that's what free speech is all about. We'll see if I get taken down. Like I just don't give a shit anymore. You guys, this is bullshit. They can't be telling us that we can't criticize a country that's literally blowing up children and harbors pedophiles. Like all the Jews that victimize children here, they go hide back in Israel. So they literally harbor a bunch of sex, offenders and pedophiles. And then they preach about being like super woke and like being pro-gay and LGBT and all that, except you can't be gay and get married in Israel. So what is that? What kind of hypocrisy is going on over there? And then they go and they're blowing up everybody. They blew up Gaza. Now they're blowing up Lebanon and they just want to keep going. They're literally issuing orders in other countries for people to vacate so that they could blow it up. They're like, get out or we're going to blow you up. And nobody's doing anything about it. Why can't you criticize Israel for doing that shit? Like, what the fuck did Lebanon do? You know what I'm saying? What is this shit? What is this shit that is going on here? And why aren't people stopping it? Why doesn't anybody do anything or say anything? God, I wish I was, some general in the military so that I could be like, mutiny on the bounty. But I'm not. I'm just some fucking stay-at-home mom. I'm like a mom. What the fuck am I gonna do? Anyway, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because, this place could be so amazing. Not even just America, but all countries. Like everybody could just be living their lives and flourishing and, being with their families and raising their children and watching their children raise children and farming and, playing, with their grandkids or whatever the fuck it is that people did for millennia before there was the Industrial Revolution and the internet and bombs and shit and like psychopathic billionaire faggot assholes who wanted to blow up the entire world. You know what I'm saying? What is this shit? What is this shit? Send the fucking comment. What up, Closet Steve? I was just stuck at the airport this week and spoke with several strangers that all were anti-Jays. Just gave me some hope for the world. Yeah. Just anti-bullshit. Toronisuku Ido, hello, how are you? Lebanon harbors Hezbollah allegedly. Whatever. But then, so they go and they blow up a bunch of schoolgirls for it. Hey, Ginger Sugar Bush, what's up? Vote for D's for a better life, right? Seriously, what are we doing? Like, life could be good. Life could be good if these assholes weren't in charge. Can somebody take them out of their position of power, please? However you choose to do that is none of my business. Please do something. Do something. Do something. Like, seriously, like times like this, I wish that deep space was real. I wish there were giant things flying through space that would just come and blow this shit up and put us all out of our misery. Ugh. No one will ask what make the little hat country our greatest ally. And then there's people online saying, oh, well, it's not Israel that controls the U.S., it's the U.S. that controls Israel. Whatever it is, whoever it is, it's the same assholes. Just get them the fuck out of here. Get them out. They're making the world suck. They are causing too much suck in the world and they need to go. Get out. You know what I'm saying? My next door neighbor passed Friday evening room. Oh no. Cammy, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. Hey, Jana. You know, also, you guys, Ted lost his aunt this week too. She passed. She was very old and she had lost a lot of weight and she fell down and broke her pelvis and some other bones or something and she just couldn't make it through. Get the fuck out. Right? Exactly, Billingtano. Exactly. Get out. Get out of my flat earth. Get out of my realm. You're ruining it. You're fucking ruining it. Anyway, okay. I feel better now that I've got that out of my system. I'm sorry. But seriously, what in the actual shit? And G7 allies plan for a world less reliant on the US. Good, don't rely on us. We don't have shit. We can't do shit over here. Americans are fucking tapped out. Do not rely on the US for anything. We are tapped the fuck out. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Ted's in chat right now. He's working, but you know. Anyway. Um so yeah. So there's that. Nobody's allowed to criticize Israel. Fuck Israel. Fuck you. Fuck Israel. Fuck Bibi, that fucking murderous, warmongering psychopath asshole. Fuck you. Anyway, on a lighter note, I am on day 3 of a 3-day fast. I have not eaten any food since Friday night at 9 or not. Well, okay. I haven't consumed any calories since Friday night at 9:45 p.m. So if I can make it all the way to tonight at 9:45 p.m., that's 3 full days. Although I'm probably not going to eat at 10 p.m. at night or start consuming calories that late because that's like when I'm in bed. So I'll probably end up just going through till Tuesday morning and maybe I'll make myself a nice breakfast. A nice brekkie with fried eggs and potatoes and cheese. I think that's what I'm going to do to break my fast. Liz, come back. Yes. Demon lizard oligarchs, right? I don't even know if they're literally lizards, but sure, demon lizard oligarchs. Just they're evil. They're hideous. They definitely don't behave like humans behave. So there's something seriously wrong with them. Stop ruin my simulator. It's not a simulator because if it was my simulator, these motherfuckers would be gone already. Don't you think that if we could actually influence the simulation, they would be fucking gone already? Everybody's pretty pissed. I know he's not here yet, but you can pass on the message. Yeah. Yeah, don't rely on the US for anyone. We are tapped out. Anyway, I still feel pretty good though. I have to say, this has been a very easy fast for me. I think I really needed it. I kind of had been thinking about doing it for a while. And then Ted and I both started the fast. Except for Ted, I didn't even make it like 24 hours. He just can't go that long without consuming calories. His body burns. His metabolism's too fast. He burns too many calories. He couldn't make it. He's like, he's like trying to go. And I was somewhere, and it was like 7 o'clock. And he sends me a text. He's like, I'm gonna have to break this fast. I can't do it. I'm like, all right. There's chicken and potatoes in the fridge. But I said I'm gonna keep fasting because I think I still feel pretty good and I think I can do it. I think I can do a good 3-dayer. And so that is what I have done so far. Black coffee, no cream in the coffee. All I've consumed is black coffee and water. Only 2 hours till I can break my fast with a fat ass breakfast burrito. Yeah, that's what's up. Some salsa, some hot sauce. He'll start eating his own muscle. Back to normal. I don't eat often. Maybe not literal, but might as well be. Exactly. They might as well be. I mean, it's like an infestation. Mad Chick Acres. I've lost 45 pounds since March 28 doing intermittent fasting. Also stopped consuming alcohol helped. Yes, alcohol is a big one. Oh my gosh, yes. Ted and I really need to cut back. In fact, that was like one of the main motivations for the fast was to not drink alcohol. Um, so, and I feel good. I really feel good. I needed I needed a fast. I needed it. I even made pan pizzas last night. Oh my god, that was hard. It was hard not to eat the pizza. I really want it. I love it. Homemade pizza is the bomb. Did you say you did May sessions with Ian at Karen B? Yes, I did. Fasting is torture for you unless you can curl up and do nothing the whole time. What? That's like the worst thing. If you're doing nothing, then if I do nothing, that's when I start thinking about food. You're single now. You'll probably go to Hooters for all you can eat wings to break my fast today. Yeah, Cammy, you need to gain weight, not lose weight. 564 days. Ooh, that's very good, Billingtano. Good for you. I bet you feel good too. It feels good. It feels good to not be drinking that stuff, even though I'm so bad. I like it. Ted and I like to drink. We're not even, we don't argue. Nothing bad happens as a result of it. We don't even get wasted. We just have a few drinks. And but it's bad. It's bad health wise. It does make you gain weight. It's like I'm just like I'm like bloated. Bleh. I think I've already gone down like 6 pounds though. Starting tonight, was it good? Yes, Liz. Yes, it was helpful. It is helpful. Hooter wings sound really good. I make wings too. I like chicken wings. That's one thing in the South that has influenced me. I used to not really care about wings. Like, why you want to just now I like chicken wings and I like to use different sauces. I like chicken wings. Make chicken wings a lot. Anyway, sorry. Need to not talk about food. Britain is banning social media for under 16-year-olds completely. And they're gonna this is part of like more of that fucking technocracy, fucking watch you get all your information bullshit. Because now everybody's gonna have to verify their age with like documents, and then your information's gonna get fucking hacked because that's always what happens. These places all collect your information, and then they get hacked, and then you get a letter or an email that says, "Oh, your information was exposed." Blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, what what are you doing? Trump Wade removing a constitutional right. What? Suspending a constitutional right. What? No. I don't want to pay. Just, okay. Habeas corpus, huh? I will just search that. White House seriously considered suspending habeas corpus invoking Insurrection Act. Why are all of these pay sites? Trump administration was considering suspending the constitutional right of habeas corpus. Some officials pushing President Trump's mass deportation agenda, chiefly White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, wanted to get rid of the key right, which compels the government to explain in court why it has detained a person. Miller's goal was to prevent immigrants in government custody from receiving hearings or court orders blocking their deportation. This idea alarmed others in the Trump administration who saw it as legally weak and likely to be overturned in court. What does this have to do with habeas corpus? But the Trump administration has still continued to use. Wait, after Alex Preddy was killed by federal agents in Minnesota in January, administration officials led by Vice President J.D. Vance and Miller revived the idea of using the Insurrection Act. Ultimately, it wasn't invoked, but the government also did not suspend habeas corpus. Hmm. Norwegian crown princess's son found guilty of 2 counts of rape. I heard about this. The spoiled prince dude going around raping women. Marius Borg Hoiby, the 29-year-old son of Norway's crown princess Mette Marit, has been found guilty of 2 counts of rape and sentenced to 4 years in prison. Merritt is very ill with a form of pulmonary fibrosis and has recently been placed on a lung transplant list. Oh, so somebody's gonna die so she can live. Somebody's gonna die. Her son's lawyers have repeatedly sought his release from prison so he could spend time with his mother because of her declining health. Decision was overturned by the Court of Appeal. So he was trying to get free, be like, I need to hang out with my mom because she's sick. And they were like, nope. So there was 4 counts of rape, but they only convicted him of 2. Also convicted of abusing an ex-girlfriend, causing serious bodily harm to another partner. Wow. Little shitbag. What a shitbag. Those clever teens will figure out how to jailbreak whatever device. Yeah. Hey, voy, voy, voy. Game of Thrones, yeah. Effie in the news. What is the Earth's real shape? 7 ways to prove the Earth is round. No. Oof. We live in strange times. While some people launch satellites into space almost daily and create apps that let anyone identify celestial objects in real time, others still question whether our planet is round. Although the very existence of the flat Earth theory is quite discouraging, we'd like to use it in a positive way, as an exercise in critical thinking. Can you tell for yourself that the Earth is not flat? Yes. Yes, you can. And we'll tell you how. Ha 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 ha, right? Oh my God, of course. Watch a ship on the horizon. Think about time zones. Observe lunar eclipse. Measure object shadows. Look at airplane routes. Look at other planets. Look at images of Earth from space. None of these involve taking a direct measurement of Earth's surface. Have you noticed that? Never, ever, never, ever, 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 ever do they try to debunk flat Earth by taking actual measurements on Earth's surface in areas that are especially flat, like over large bodies of water or salt flats or the Great Plains out in the Midwest, or you know, oh, I don't know, the abyssal plains under the ocean. You could do all this stuff, just don't actually measure the surface of Earth. Don't actually try to see if there's visual curvature, even though there is a curvature formula based on the shape and size that they claim Earth to be, to let us know when exactly that thing should disappear behind a hard geometric curve and just not be visible anymore. And we constantly debunk that, does time after time after time after time after time after time after time. It's called gaslighting. Round, yes, not spherical. No choice of words. Yes, I know. Articles like this are just brainwash maintenance for the normie sphere. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Dana White wants to spend $60 million for an event he can ban fighters, I guess. Because you know why? Because the guy, Dana doesn't own UFC. He's just the face of it. He just runs it for a small hat. He just runs UFC for a small hat that owns it. That's why Sean Strickland was banned. He'll take the money that Sean Strickland makes for him by kicking ass in the ring for UFC. He'll let Sean fight and take some punches so that he can collect a whole bunch of money, because they do every time these fighters fight. The guy at the top's getting his cut. So, of course, but to go to the Celebrate America, no, you don't get to go to Celebrate America. You bad goy. You're a bad goy. Only Americans who bow to the small hats, who bow to Israel, who pledge allegiance to the Zionists get to celebrate their country. America, don't you know? Don't you know? What's up, Dr. Law? My boy said Michelle Obama is a man. Yeah, hilarious. Danny Faulkner will be at the astronaut encounter in Kentucky next month. Wonder if he'll recognize you. I don't know. Right, Tommy? Tell the truth. I mean, it's obvious what's going on here. It's just, it is what it is. What is the real shape of Earth? Earth is round, but it isn't a perfect sphere. Well, you can say that again. It's round, but it's definitely not a perfect sphere. In fact, it's not a sphere at all. Its real shape is called an oblate spheroid, which means our planet is slightly flattened at the poles and a little wider around the equator. This happens because Earth rotates as it spins. At the equator bulges outward. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Judge Judy has decided. Spins for very precise measurements, scientists also use the geoid, an irregular model based on Earth's gravity field and mean sea level. So, is Earth round or flat? The answer is clear. Earth is not flat. From space, it looks like a blue sphere, and many everyday observations confirm its curved shape. The time zones, lunar eclipses, ships disappearing over the horizon, and different constellations in the northern and southern hemispheres all make sense only on a round planet. Is Earth round or flat? Key observations. If Earth were flat, many everyday observations would look very different, but the things we actually see, from lunar eclipses to time zones, match a round Earth much better. Ships on the horizon. See, this is so dumb. Many ships disappear bottom first because they move beyond Earth's curve. No, it's because that is where the angle of incidence becomes the most acute, is right there on the horizon. So that is what you lose sight of first. That is the first thing to get below a resolution that your eye can decipher, because it's such a little, it becomes so small, you know. So then so dumb, just so dumb. 2 weeks ago, Karen and I had an argument over flat Earth models. People around the world should see the same stars. No. But see, they don't even argue on the behalf of flat Earth correctly. The sun should be visible from many more places at once. Why? Why? Different parts of Earth have day and night at different times because the planet rotates, or because there's a small and local sun. People around the world should see the same stars, blah, 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 different hemispheres. It doesn't, no. But the thing is, though, the stars don't ever change. They don't change. Like, they rotate and stuff, and we see different constellations at different seasons, but It's all the same pattern that has been repeating for millennia, since forever. Earth's shadow on the moon could have different shapes. Huh? If Earth were flat, Earth's shadow on the moon. See, they don't. What is this horse shit? Earth shadow. We don't even say it's Earth shadow. Because it's not Earth shadow on the moon. Oh my god. Shadows would behave the same way in different places at the same time. What? Who says this? Who says this? This is them. This is them with their the sun is still giant and far away bullshit. Shadow lengths and angles differ by location, which matches a curved surface or a small and local sun. Like, who even says this? Flat earthers don't even say any of this shit. Flight paths would look very different on a flat map. No. Earth would be the only flat planet we know. Oh my god. Who wrote this shit? Who wrote this shit? Oh my god. This is like one of the worst, dumbest ones I've ever seen. Think about time zones. Okay, well, they're not far off right here. I don't know that that's really what it looks like, but... Constellations. Whatever. Elliptical shadow. Look at this. Where's the sun now? Why is the sun below the earth? Suddenly. What is this shit? Look at this. The sun's way over here. It's not even... See what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oy vey. Oh my god. Why do they do this? This is so stupid. It's so, they don't even this is another one of those pandering to the lowest common denominator things. Holy shit. And then look at Earth from space. Here's our bullshit CGI picture of Earth from space. Well, did we convince you? No. Still flat, but I respect the effort. No, I don't even respect your fucking effort. There is no effort. This is stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever read. Philosophers such as Pythagoras and Aristotle argued that Earth must be spherical using observations like the curved shadow Earth cast on the moon. Oh my god. Eratosthenes measured Earth's circumference with impressive accuracy by comparing shadows in two different cities. So there wasn't just one person who proved Earth was wrong. Oh my god. It's dumb. I need to make a video with my shadow videos. Because this is fucking dumb. How to prove the Earth is round, bottom line. Yeah, whatever. I need to get a new video editing software though. I think I'm gonna get Final Cut Pro again. I used to use Final Cut Pro, and then I was using Premiere for a long time, but I think I'm gonna go back to Final Cut Pro. We'd have a massive termination line of shadow across the sky twice a day in the globe from sunshine and sunsets, and exactly what we observe on flat Earth. Yet Globers claim sunsets are a problem for... Yeah, I agree. bring Cammy some food. Heading our way this weekend, Dr. Law, what's up? AI. Is it even as good as AI? Yet there it picks from yep, show a perfect sphere. Well placed burp. Thank you, Voy. The deck of opacity. Why would it be called a deck? I don't understand this use of the word deck. I got my chat GPT to admit there's no logical proof of a globe as well as flat earth being more logically consistent. I had to push it logically on M&M experiment results to break it. See, that's the thing though. AI, like you have to tell it how to work with it. You basically convince it to interact with you within a framework, right? So within a framework, it's, it'll say whatever you want it to say and agree with you on stuff. But if you just let it do what it's programmed to do, it'll go back to telling you Earth is a globe. It's not like thinking or reasoning. It's just basically you manipulating it or it working in a framework because ultimately AI is there to please you, right? It wants to tell you you're right and affirm you so that you want to use it all the time. So that's what that is. AI doesn't actually think that flat Earth makes more sense. Yes, Tommy, I did. Hello, accidental alchemist. So anyway, Russian attacks in Ukraine kill 11, damage historic Kiev cathedral. So, yeah, so there's still the Russia Ukraine war thing going on, and Ukraine is still going around trying to kidnap people, forcing them to go to war and die. It's like they're just trying to kill people in like any way, shape, or form possible. Inject them with poison, make them go fight the war, another useless war that nobody gives a fuck about. Uh, what? What? So they're destroying they're basically destroying anything that gives any place sort of like culture or like anything like that. If you're destroying cathedrals and stuff, whether you're into religion or not, most of the population is going to appreciate and like the art of the architecture and the artistry inside of the cathedral because religious art is actually pretty beautiful. Um, it's at least something. It's something that like gives character to a town or to any sort of country, and they're destroying it. Just like Israel went and bombed that cathedral that was in Lebanon, not a cathedral, but it was like an old castle. A castle that had been there for many, many hundreds of years, and Israel freaking blew it up for no reason. Doing a juice cleanse for a few days. Hey, accidental alchemist, you might have missed it, but I'm on day 3 of a fast, of a 3-day fast. That will end. That the 3 days will be completed at 9:45 p.m. But I'll probably go ahead and go till tomorrow morning. Ireland is building their citizen army as we speak, right? See, this is the beauty of living in a smaller country. It's like so much easier for the citizens of that country to get united and be like, we ain't taking this shit. You know, like America is so freaking huge, and then everybody's divided into states. Like, really, if Americans want, they make you think you have to go you know, to the actual Washington D.C. state capital, but really, what everybody should be doing is each state should be going to their state leaders and being like, you need to not be going along with their bullshit over there. I mean, I feel like they would have a much better chance of doing that than people like coming together down on Washington D.C. In my personal opinion. What do you guys think? I feel like that's what should be happening. People should be complaining to their state governments. I mean, I just don't know what else to do. It's crazy. It is overwhelming though, and it kind of makes you want to just stick your head in the sand. Ukraine had many high-rise apartment buildings that were vacant before the war, perhaps pre-planning for CIA and MI6. Oh, maybe. I have no idea. I wasn't there. I don't live there. I don't know anything about that. But, maybe. I know there's a lot of things online about, like, ghost cities and stuff, or huge buildings that are just empty. Doesn't North Korea have a bunch of, allegedly have a bunch of office buildings or, like, big high-rises or whatever that are, like, basically empty? What the fuck is going on in North Korea? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the world is crazy. Why do we even care? Happening all around Europe. Good. Good. Brook Green Gardens needs to be visited. Michigan's definitely compromised. Yeah. But how do you change the federal government if we can't even do the state? We can't even keep our cities from being corrupted. Like, the cities have tons of corruption. There's corruption in Charlotte. Like, even local news and stuff I see here in North Carolina, people that work in the government getting arrested because they're embezzling all this money. And these are just the ones that get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just them. It's just like they get into the government, and it's like, the use it or lose it budget, a yearly budget thing. Well, we want to get more money next year, so let's just make up ways to spend the money so we can keep getting it. Oh, we'll just give it, here. Yeah, it ends up in my pocket. It's corrupt. Everything is corrupt. Everything is expensive, and everything is corrupt on every level. Like, how do we fix it? How do we fix it? How? Thought about doing a full-on fast, but I have way too much happening right now. Not have any calories going in. Well, that makes sense. But I had a surplus of calories. Just saying, had a surplus of calories. Is getting a little on the heavier side than I like to be. So, and plus, giving up alcohol and stuff for a while. Ted had to break his fast, but we're both cutting way back on the alcohol because it's bad. I think it's keeping weight on me that I don't need. So, anyway. What's up, Cammy? Backwards faster. I try and remember to eat, forget to go inside.
Procter &
What is this? Can I play this? What is this about? Procter and Good? Michael Proctor and Sean Good. Who are these people? I don't know who these people are. They call it spirits because it blocks your spirit? Probably. I'd like to talk to anyone who plays fiddle. My daughter doesn't play fiddle, but she plays viola. Cutting out the alcohol will definitely help. You'll be happier overall as well. I've been much happier since quitting. Yeah. There was a shooting at the Haywood Mall in Greenville. Yeah, I saw that, Jana. I saw that. Canton Police Detective's phone says, where's Canton? I thought it was spirits because it allows evil spirits to overtake your body. Well, I don't feel like I've let evil spirits take over my body, but I don't drink that much. Like, I don't get shit-faced drunk. I'm not like some people who like, they smell like a brewery. They smell like a freaking distillery and they get the shakes if they don't drink. Like, I'm not like that. I don't drink that much. Like, quitting drinking isn't even a thing. Like, not drinking is not even a thing. Like, I just don't even care. It's just something that we were in the habit of doing. And it was just a bad habit that we needed to stop doing so much. But it wasn't like detrimental. It wasn't like getting a 24 pack and like crushing a 24 pack in one night or anything like that, you know? North Carolina mountain town. Oh. To the Karen Reed lawsuit. Oh. Guy in my neighborhood, a dentist, was just busted for drug trafficking. I've been going to the guy for 20 years now. Never would have imagined he was a dentist. Oh, that's funny. Called spirits because it dissolves in air quickly, but hey, what do I know? I have a surplus of stored calories too. Not able to go easy during a fast. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna play this then. Oh, whoops. I forgot to turn the sound on. Me malo.
Procter & Goods' hateful and despicable views were not only part of their own daily vernacular, but were woven throughout the fabric of their organization's culture and everyday conversation. I am not reading much of what is on this page. The first text message that's illuminated is Procter texting Good, who is a Canton sergeant, quote, actually take your time. I saw that Slur, a black individual, was involved, so I wouldn't rush if you're working, let them die. What?
Whoa.
The absolute fuck. That's the first message they share, telling him not to respond to a vehicle collision based on somebody's race. Listen to this descriptor.
Holy crap. Wow. Hey, Raised by Gypsies. Good to see you. I used to crush a 20-pack of Budweiser every weekend. I go through 2 during the week, too. Yeah. From a Korean dentist. That's hilarious.
My new VP is a giant malignant SP. He put that in there, SP. I pray to the heavens that some fucked up insect from the Amazon crawls up her vagina, hatches eggs, and then the litter kills her by eating her from the inside out. We get into someone else's balloon knot, because this is a Procter text referring to his then girlfriend's rear. Quote, I can't even get near that thing. I make every effort possible. I wait till she's asleep and I try to get at it. Sir, consent is a thing.
Oh my God, he's talking about sticking his wiener in his girlfriend's butt while she's asleep. Basically without her consent. Oh, she's sleeping. I'll just put it in her butt. Motherfucker, I would wake up and I would choke you the fuck out. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a pig. What an absolute pig.
I try every effort possible. I try to get her hammered. I can't get anywhere near it. Sir? It continues with him decrying that Canton High School has more black students than it did when he was there in offensive and horrific ways. The plaintiffs found a wide variety of slurs. The last selection they include at the bottom here really just puts a bow on what Proctor's thinking and where his head's at. They discussed sharing private nude pictures of women. What? And intentionally ejaculating on women while they slept. Back to the consent conversation.
Oh my God. They are disgusting pigs. 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 If you're a man and you think this is okay behavior when there's no women around, you're a fucking pig. You're a disgusting, degenerate pig. And I feel sorry for any woman who is in your life. And she didn't wake up, Neil. Yeah, no kidding. She probably did wake up. That's why he said he tried to do it while she was sleeping, but she probably woke up and was like, get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Redondo Rocket and Jana and Billingtano. Send some heat across the pond. Oh my God, we got more than enough, Liz. More than enough.
I have a hard time believing that consent is involved. They go on to say, there were then and are now completely and unquestionably unfit to hold positions of authority within MSP and CPD, much less play important roles, or in Miss Reed's case, the primary role. Oh yes, because the case officer. And they go on saying, despite that, CPD had received, reviewed, verified, and analyzed these same messages nearly a year ago, Sergeant can remain employed with full rank as a sworn police officer by the CPD until 2 days ago. They go on to say, among other failures, MSP and CPD's delegation of power and authority to those as biased, corrupt, and bigoted as Proctor and Good led to Miss Reed being wrongly accused of homicide for 3.5 years and subjected to suspicion, to arrest, 2 prosecutions and public trials, and public condemnation. Indeed, with the exercise of ordinary care, both MSP and CPD would have known that Proctor, Good, and others were unfit for service from the beginning. Proctor himself acknowledged this fact in 2017 after 4 years on the job, telling his friends, quote, no idea how I passed the background. Same.
Holy shit. Holy shit, man. One of your baby mama charges that got her life in prison is sodomy on a minor. Oh my God, Tommy. That's fucking horrible. Canton is 100% corrupt. Entire Canton Police Department texts are getting released. Wow. 36th anniversary tomorrow. Your 36th anniversary tomorrow of what? John Bobbitt. Well, at least she's in prison. Lorena Bobbitt will always be infamous for her actions, yeah. Tommy, that's terrible. Karen Reed is suing police department and city. She is hitting the fan. Shit is hitting the fan now. Okay. I'm interested to know a little bit more. I don't really know. I don't remember what case this is. Death of John O'Keefe. Oh, this is the murder in Massachusetts where everybody was blaming the girlfriend. Wasn't she O'Keefe's girlfriend? Financial analyst Karen Reed has dropped him off at the party at Albert household shortly after midnight and returned early that morning to find his body after he failed to return home. O'Keefe was declared dead at 7:59 a.m. at a local hospital. An autopsy performed 2 days later found that he had died of impact injuries to the head, although his manner of death was undetermined. Well, wait, how do you find that he died of impact injuries to the head and then consider that the cause of death is undetermined. Cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. Reed was subsequently arrested and charged with manslaughter, motor vehicle homicide, and leaving the scene of a motor vehicle collision causing death. That she had killed O'Keefe by backing into him with her car after dropping him off. What? Reed's defense team alleged that O'Keefe was murdered inside the Albert household and that police officers involved in the case used their resources to taint the investigation and frame Reed. Of course they did, because they're pigs. Following a grand jury indictment, Reed's charges were upgraded to second-degree murder, manslaughter while operating under the influence of alcohol, and leaving the scene of personal injury and death. First trial went to mistrial due to a hung jury. She was tried for a second time beginning April 1st, 2025, and found not guilty on all three major charges. She was found guilty of operating a vehicle under the influence, receiving the standard sentence of 1 year of probation. The case drew national attention due to a local journalist, Aidan Kearney's investigation of evidence of foul play in the death of O'Keefe. His multi-part series, Canton Cover-Up, exposes the close relationships between law enforcement and those who were present at the Albert household on the night of O'Keefe's death. So, how do those two guys come into play? I don't understand how these other dudes come into play, though. They did such things as collected blood using solo drink cups. Oh my god. What's up, Love Bunny? And dog bites? Oh, that's right, there were dog bites. She was framed, that is incorrect. In their model, wouldn't full moon have to be an earth shadow? Well, that's what they say. That's what they say a lunar eclipse is, Void Shaper. But it only happens on certain points. The angles have to be just right. The cops planted taillight parts next to him. Damn, that's crazy. At a party found outside frozen. Bottom line, she didn't do it. I know Cammy's told me a bit about it. I know a little bit about it. I just didn't remember her name, Karen Reed. Loophole Lawyer has good vids to give highlights. Did you go over the Lego theft? Oh, I did watch a video on the Lego theft. I watched the civil rights lawyer where he did an interview with Reckless Ben, and then they go over everything that's been going on. And I didn't realize that whole thing with the Legos had been going on for years, like since 2019. And I think is it still going on? YouTuber arrested in Brixton minifigs case. Dispute over a prized Star Wars Lego collection led to a YouTube crusade. Then came stalking charges in Utah. Yeah, so Reckless Ben was trying to help this guy whose his dad had collected all these Star Wars Legos, right? And and it became like the biggest collection of Star Wars Legos, like in mint condition ever. And the guy saved it, and then the guy fell ill, and so his dad was like, okay, well, let me sell these Legos because they're worth hundreds of thousands, a couple $100,000 to help pay for medical stuff, like here, you know. So they took it to sell it through consignment through this store, Bricks and Minifigs, and the owners of the store just started pulling all of this shady shit, um, saying that they weren't, you know, that the consignment, it started by saying something about consignment being illegal. And then they just kept the Legos and just said, well, they're ours now. You know, they basically just tried to rip these people off from their Lego collection without paying them for it or doing what they had agreed to do as far as consigning the Legos. And then the guy was trying to get his Legos back for his dad. Like the guy's son was trying to get the Legos back for his dad. And it just became this whole thing. They're like, we'll just keep you in court so long that it'll cost you more than the worth of the Legos. So you might as well just forget it, blah, blah, blah. So that's when they started to do all this stuff with Reckless Ben, where they were trying to figure out legally how could they force this company to rightfully give back the Legos to the rightful owners or compensate them somehow. So they started trying to serve them all these notices for lawsuits, like suing them, for, you know, demanding the Legos back, saying they ripped them off, blah, blah, blah. And then it wasn't working. So they figured out this loophole where Reckless Ben and like the group that he's working with basically they legally buy the Lego sets from the dude's son and the dude, right? Like they did a GoFundMe, they got all this money, paid the family for the Legos, and then he got like 10 different people because there's some limitations on like how much you can sue for certain types of lawsuits in that certain state, blah blah blah. So he made it so that there's a whole bunch of people who bought these Legos from the people that that they rightfully own now, and that they're suing Bricks and Minifigs for not giving them the Legos that they paid for. And so I don't know if that's if that has panned out yet, or if they're still trying to do it. In court filings, Bricks and Minifigs alleges the collection was lost while the Oregon store was owned by Crystal Law. Law may have sold the collection without payment to Mansell, the company said. We are completely willing to sit down and figure out a fair, reality-based way to ensure this grandfather is made whole. However, the fundamental difference between good faith resolution and giving into a coordinated viral extortion campaign. It's not an extortion campaign if you guys are screwing people over. Updated May 30th, 2026. Ben Schneider, known as Reckless Ben on YouTube, posted several videos last week documenting his quest to recover a massive collection of Lego sets and minifigures for an 83-year-old Oregon man and his son, Brian Mansell. Schneider has alleged Lego sets and minifigures are worth over $200,000 and were stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, a Lego resale chain headquartered in Utah. The videos have garnered more than 2 million views on YouTube, and the Lego resale chain has fought back. In a lawsuit filed Wednesday, the company accused Schneider and Mansell and others coordinating a harassment and extortion campaign targeting Bricks and Minifigs franchise owners in Utah and Oregon. And then, and I know that I saw that Cammie showed me this when I was over there about the guy. They were trying to get Reckless Ben's Patreon taken down, right? Because he's sponsored on Patreon. And the CEO of Patreon told Bricks and Minifigs that they can get bent, and if they don't like it, they can sue him. So that was cool. It's about corruption. Yeah, exactly. Ben went from 100K followers to 1 million in a week. Wow. Yet the franchise agreement stated consignment was all right. They lied. Yeah. And if doing consignment is not legal, then why don't you just give the people back their Legos? Why are you stealing the Legos? Oh, like if really if you were on the up and up and you were like, you know what, I'm sorry, we can't be doing this, then you just give the people back their Legos, no problem. But no, they were trying to keep it without paying the people. Cops put a gag order on him now. He will lose the 400K in GoFundMe if he talks about it anymore. Oh. Got the charges dropped. Killed the guy who kidnapped his daughter and got charged with his murder. Oh my gosh. Aaron Spencer. Wait, what? What? They have a gag order on him, so he can't release part 3. Well, when it's over, he'll release it. I'm sure when it's over, he'll release it. Just like, actually, remember, what's his name? Afro Man?
Dear Creator Community, my name is Jack Conti, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Patreon. On May 29th, Patreon received an official takedown request filed by Bricks and Minifigs for media and accounts related to Reckless Ben and an ongoing dispute regarding a local Lego consignment issue. This is the verified complaint with exhibits. This is the request for immediate content removal pursuant to temporary restraining order. And this is the motion for the temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction. So after an extensive review and investigation by Patreon's Trust and Safety team, we have in fact unfortunately determined that Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it. We're keeping Ben's page up. And if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't like that, they can sue us. Patreon out.
Patreon out. Lego my Legos. Corruption's everywhere, man. Corruption is everywhere. It is so freaking hard to find people who are not corrupted. So freaking hard. Oh, by the way, this is going to be a short coffee talk today. I'm going to have to end the stream promptly at like 11:30, 11:40. So I got to go get my son from work. So I'm sorry, you guys. It is going to have to be a short stream today. Bricks and Minifigs going after that money. I can't believe that. What a corrupt business that they're just trying to rip everybody off. They're just trying to steal from everybody. Like, fuck that place, man. I mean, in today's day and age, if you're not corrupt and your word is your bond, which it should be, your word should be your motherfucking bond, then you're worthless. You're worthless if you can't stand by your word. If you can't stand up for what's right. Worthless. Yeah. Anyway, something else just popped into my head that I was going to try to talk about, but I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Incoming call. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen B. It's Tony Coriolis.
What's up, Tony?
Not much. Okay, just one little clip I wanted you to play. I got into, not really even an argument with the guy that I work with. He's a Cuban guy. He's older, and he really likes Trump and Elon and everything. And then he said, hey, did you see the clip of Elon saying we're not going to have phones in 5 years? Did you hear anything on that? There's only a Joe Rogan appearance with Elon Musk.
No.
Yeah, even when he's telling me it, I go, yeah, I don't believe that. Oh, no, Elon's really smart. He sends stuff up into space. And I go, yeah, I don't believe that either. And the guy's cool. He's an older Cuban guy I work with. He's anti-communism, but I don't know. He's kind of bought into the Elon stuff, I guess. And I just looked up the clip really quick. It was like Elon, Joe Rogan, phones, and it came right up. It was like a little short. And it was just even sus on what he's saying. He's like, well, AI will feed you what you want to see in about 5 years from now, like total BS, but it's a good clip for the show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know what really he was even thinking, as though, like, 5 years from now, I wouldn't even, I don't know, I use my phone for a bunch of different stuff, and no way, like, I mean, would my only use of the phone, like, I just wouldn't use a phone if it was like that. I can't even imagine what he was kind of hinting at, but, he's got the in, Mr. Super Rich Man.
He's hinting at everybody. He wants everybody to put his Neuralink in their head. That's what he's hinting at, to where it's like all integrated, fully integrated into your brain, and you're like biomechanical super tech person who's hooked up to their fucking network. That's what he's thinking.
And I'm never doing it.
No way.
Matrix 1, Matrix 1 from the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the only Neuralink guy in my books. Everyone else don't use it. But yeah, Matrix 1 is investigating it for us all. I hope he hears that. And then just lastly, the whole thing with the 250, you kind of introed the show with how they're doing the 250 and the UFC stuff and just everything is going all 250. I just was thinking a little more on it, and just it's probably like the fifth time I've shouted out that episode with the Jim Egan guy that Balderson did. Mm-hmm. Have you watched it yet?
No.
Okay, no pressure. But
I mean, I did start watching it when it was live. I just need to go back and finish it.
Even me now, I've watched it like 4 times, and I have it now. I finally did YouTube Premium again, so I have it downloaded on my phone, so I could like listen while I'm out of town to it. And I really do just find it so interesting. There's so much stuff jam-packed into that show, and he really does present it well, but the number that he brought up as like a very significant number was 252. So, I mean, now I'm calling in saying that, the 6-7 is next year, and then 252 is the one after that. So, I don't know. Maybe we got 2 exciting years for us, but I don't know. It comes up in those couple of things, and I like numbers, so figured I'd shout it out.
Yeah. Something's got to happen, though, because this can't keep going on forever. It just can't.
I know, but even as you said, like, send the meteor, I never say that. And I'm not judging you saying that, but I'm not pro-meteor. I got a lot of plans. Hopefully that meteor doesn't come this way.
Well, I agree with you. I'm actually not pro-meteor either. It's just a way of me voicing my frustration. I don't really want us all to die, but I would like those people to get the fuck out. I did mean that part.
I agree. And I feel like I know you're taken up to know that you didn't really mean it. You're not Team Meteor. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as though I do have plans in my life, what are the plans to get rid of these people? I don't know. Just still thinking around every day. And then there's always the local politics where even the local politics, it's like different than it was. It's like way more on Facebook, and like you see all the stuff local, which makes you think that you got the internet. Yet it's still the same couple of characters that, I don't know, got a plan, and good luck getting in on that. They'd do something to you if you ever tried to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So me being a young lad, I'm just still, I don't know, contemplating a lot of stuff, and maybe down the line I'll get into that stuff. But yeah, nowhere near yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Impossible.
I got teenagers. I got one that's a young adult, and then I've got another son that's 16, so he'll be an adult soon too. And I want nothing more than for all of my children to have happy, fulfilling lives and have their own families and just, go and live a wonderful life. That's all I want for them. And I just feel like these assholes in charge right now are really fucking it up for them.
Yeah, and they're setting it up just fine for their kids with whatever trust fund or nothing they're going to end up doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And then I guess just lastly, just spitballing around with you, have you known anyone that's tried to run for city council, like personally?
Well, my neighbor told me like last minute that he was running for mayor of my little town that I live in.
Hmm?
Other than that, no. Not really.
Okay. I know I had one kid, and he's a twin, and he ran for like city council, and I probably did terrible, but he's a young kid. I even had him in an after-school program. So I had this kid in after-school program. He ran for city council, and he wears like a fedora, and I don't know. He's very lefty, and I wouldn't even vote for him, honestly. But he's the only person I know out of like my whole life that's tried to run for city council. And really, if anyone else in my life did, and I kind of agreed with them, I'd go for him, rather than these people I don't know. But I wanted to ask you, so just a little, just, I don't know, stirring the pot a little bit, but you know that Jonathan Morandi guy?
Yes.
He's running for city council in Beverly Hills.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, I saw that.
I did not know that. In Beverly
Neither did I.
Hills, in freaking Beverly
Yeah.
Hills, like
Yeah.
the in California, the rich Beverly Hills, not some other weird
Yeah, I think so.
off the brand Beverly Hills.
Yeah, if you check his Instagram, there were a couple things on it. I saw it like a month or two ago, which is maybe when he started that, and I was like, "What? Who runs for city council?" Because really, who does run for city council? Like, I don't know anyone that's given it a go except that one kid I had in after-school program that's kind of a lefty. So a little sus, but who knows what it means? And maybe good on him.
Oh my God!
But
It
just
Jonathan Mariand, a filmmaker, a father, a neighbor who got tired of just having opinions at the dinner table, candidate running on charter commission to modernize how Beverly Hills governs itself. Excuse me, and it is the 902-1vote.com, and that's the famous zip code of Beverly Hills 90210 from the show.
I know. So it's stirring the pot a little. Sorry if it didn't need to be stirred, but I kind of am making a good point on who runs for city council. I don't know. I've considered, but I'm just working a city job. I'm nowhere near it.
Fascinating.
I know, totally. Oh, Karen B, good on your fast. You're blowing my record out of the water. I'm always with some surplus calories, but I should do it. I'm waiting on. I always forget for the Ember Day. I'll talk up the next Ember Day, and I'll do it then. I should.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
just do it when you feel motivated to do it, because it always is better when you're actually motivated to do it. If you force
Totally.
yourself, it sucks and it makes it harder.
I am just kind of, even as you said for the drinking, it's just kind of getting the habit to it. I have such a habit of coming into work like, oh, I need something. Just because, like, I don't know. I could just be doing work the whole time, but I don't know. Once you get into the habit of getting something, then you always get something. I got to work on, my habits.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing, working on my habits.
Yep. Well, good on you, Karen.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
All right. Peace out.
Later. Who the hell wears a fedora unironically? Did anyone watch the fights last night? After winning his fight, Josh Hokett said Michelle Obama is a man. I almost fell out of my chair laughing so hard. No, but I heard that. I heard somebody said that, which is hilarious. But also, like, what a joke. What a joke the government is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just insane. It's insane. Anyway, this is the guy, Jonathan Mariand, if anybody doesn't remember. This is the guy who went to Antarctica with everybody on the TFE group, and he filmed it, and he is allegedly putting together the documentary of that trip. So he was the one that Will Duffy, the fucking liar, was telling everybody was a flat earther who was doing the documentary. This guy's not a flat earther. He's a nice guy. I haven't seen him speak any vitriol about flat earth or anything like that. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about him, but he's not a flat earther. That was a lie, Will Duffy. It was a lie. Anyway, what happened to JM? JM's still around. He's doing his thing. He's working. You know, he would always call into Brian's streams. And that's, I don't know, that, you know, he's in the real estate business too. So him and Brian are still friends. A good fast helps balance stomach acids. Yeah, it just kind of helps you detox because it's like, you know, you're not taking anything in, you're still getting everything out. So it kind of gives your body a chance to flush everything out and reset, which feels good. Anyway, interesting. So here's Musk talking about.
I'm not
Nothing.
working on a phone.
Because you might be the only person that could get people off of the Apple platform.
Well, I can tell you where I think things are going to go.
Wait, wasn't there an X phone though? I thought there was an X phone, or there was talk about it. Hey, thank you, sheepdog. Hey, Ted. There's Ted.
Which is that we're not going to have a phone, or in the traditional sense, what we call a phone will really be an edge node for AI inference, for AI video inference, with some radios to obviously connect to. But essentially you'll have AI on the server side communicating to an AI on your device. Formerly known as a phone, and generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. And I think that there won't be operating systems. There won't be
generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. What? How? Why? Is it going to be so, like, is it like what, people don't want to talk to each other anymore? They just want to watch fucking video on their device all the time? How's that different from now?
In the future, there won't be operating systems or apps. It'll just be, you've got a device that is there for the screen and audio and for. I'm not working on a phone.
No apps, dude. That doesn't make any sense. The AI is literally an app. That's why you have to go open the little fucking icon or go to the server and then go talk to it, because it's a fucking app. You know, does anybody still watch Quantum of Conscience? You know, Matt, Quantum of Conscience. He put out a video the other day and I watched it where he's talking about AI, how they're going to with all of the competing AIs, that eventually it's going to turn into one AI to rule them all. It's like, that's what Elon sounds like he's talking about, like the one AI to rule them all, so that it's like, it's not even considered an application. It's just omnipresent. It's just the thing you talk to all the time. What kind of creepy shit is that? Fuck AI. Yes, Aisling. Exactly. Fuck AI. Drink lots of water while you fast helps flush all the bad shit out. Yeah, I have been drinking lots of water. A 10-day fast helped my digestive health after being fed poisoned veggie soup. Oh, wow. Barely survived the 24-hour fast. I was depleted with next to no energy. Yeah, Ted was like, I cave. Anyone know what's going on with Witsit? He just disappeared. Again? He was streaming regular and then he stopped again. I'll be honest, he streams in the middle of the freaking night. So like, I just, how do I even keep up? I can't even keep up because I'm asleep. Three weeks ago. Yeah, see, he was doing stuff here pretty regular. I'm back 2 months ago. What's it? And then 3 weeks ago, the last stream. I don't know, you guys listen. Witsit has life going on in the background, and sometimes he just has to focus on life. I honestly don't know what's going on, why he stopped streaming, hasn't streamed for the last 3 weeks, but I know that he has ongoing issues in life, not unlike myself, where sometimes he just has to take a break. But his situation is maybe a little bit more acute than mine. But he's got a lot going on. I do know that. Just pray for Witsit. Send him good energy. And, I don't really know what else to say about all that. Hello, Alibi. Give Witsit lots of grace. Family matters. Yes. Distilled water can help speed that up, but just be careful. Adding some salt to keep your electrolytes balanced is good practice. I don't really like drinking distilled water. I decided I just don't like doing that. I have the water distiller, and I will make distilled water like when I need to do like tinctures and stuff, or like if I want to dilute DMSO for certain purposes, like to make eye drops, to make saline solution for eye drops, or like if I want to do, whatever. I will use it for that or for any other purpose that I need diluted or distilled water for. I just don't like drinking it. I like my reverse osmosis water. My reverse osmosis water gets the fluoride out and it replaces the minerals, and I like it. It works for me. Witsit did a great video with Iru. Haven't caught any other streams, but I know his life is a bit complicated. Exactly. He just streams late at night, and I can't stay up for it. I miss it completely. I love Witsit though. I wish nothing but good things for him, and I hope that he gets through what he's going through and then, gets to the other side to where he can finally just focus on whatever it is he wants to do with himself in life. But, he's got 2 little girls that he's looking after right now. So, and he's doing the right thing. He's a good dad. Just know that he's just being a good dad. 11:11. And on that note, it's 11:11. It's 11:11. Master Builder. It's 11:11. Spirits listening. 11:11. New resonate. Beginning. Reflect. Visualize. Opportunity. 11:11. Spirit listens. Knows more than we do. Visions manifest. In mind, manifest your reality. Infinite abundance. Witsit's going to be on Naked Unafraid with Mark. Oh, speaking of, before I go, I got to let you guys know I'm going to be on Strange World tomorrow night with DJ, being a co-host for him on that night. In Mark's absence, because Mark is on his mystery mission. So I'll be there at Strange World with Mark. I mean, not with Mark, with DJ, and probably some other people. I think he said he was inviting Nico and Lowry and Crumb. So you probably see them too. So it should be a fun time. It should be a fun show tomorrow on the Mark Sargent's channel. I believe he's still streaming to Mark, the Strange World, to Mark's channel. Oops, I totally misspelled. Two weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Wait, no? Or is he just streaming on... For the month of June, I will be doing a mainstream project and will not have access to the internet. Strange World will be on the channel DJ Curious. Oh, okay. Where's the link to the channel? Why isn't there a link to his channel here? I think I could just find it, though. I'm pretty sure that I subscribed. Did I not? Oh my god, I suck. I didn't subscribe. Subscribe. No wonder I haven't been seeing what's been going on. Strange world. Wait, this is lounge. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see. So he just stays on his channel for like 4 hours. I see what's going on. Who's that? L balls? I don't know who that is. I'll sleep in tomorrow so you can watch. Yay. No, it's on DJ's channel, yeah. Same with Skylar, Troubling Tribune. Ivan the Terrible. Thank you, Billingtano, for posting the link to DJ's channel. Hey, Thunder Chicken. Haven't seen you for a while. What's up, dude? DJ was trying to get Crumb to come help host on his stream last week. She's a friend of DJ. Oh, okay. Does anybody know how Sarah G is doing? I haven't seen Sarah G in chat in like forever. I don't know if I said something that upset her or she just stopped coming to my chat, so I haven't seen her for a long time. I think I saw her in a Balderson chat at one point a while ago, but I also don't really go on Ben's channel that much while he's live because again, they stream in the middle of the freaking night, man. And I used to be on, I wish I was on West Coast time still because that's the only way I can catch people is by being on West Coast time. Once I became on East Coast time, it's like you're the first one to go to bed. So she's just sticking to herself. Well, you know, hey, as long as she's good, I hope she's well. Yeah, she hasn't been around much, but she's around. Hey, Ben. Hail. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Sometimes it be like that. I can sympathize. I can certainly sympathize. All right. So yes, if you haven't subscribed to DJ, gotta subscribe to DJ. I can't believe I thought I had done that already. What is going on? Anyway. It's spring, lots of work. Living life away from the internet, good for her, right? This is like what I'm saying. Like, I still do this, my Monday coffee talk, and like I've kind of played with the idea of increasing my stream time, you know, for whatever reasons, to like doing this more in like different capacities and stuff. But I just don't want to sit at my computer all day. I just don't want to. I want to go outside. I want to, watch the birdies. I want to mow the grass. I feed the chickens, play with the kitties and the dogs and go for walks in the woods. And, I have to work part-time to like support myself now, which I do, but it's only part-time. It's not like I have a full-time job or anything. So I just, it's nice weather. You get to a point where you're just like, I just want to enjoy nature. I want to enjoy the outdoors. I want to enjoy my family, my real life friends. It's just, that's what it's all about. Real life is like what keeps you sane. It's what keeps you grounded. If you just spend all your time online, like looking at everything through the online lens, it's like you lose touch with reality. Like even going on X or Facebook or whatever, that's not reality. I mean, you may know those people in real life. You may have known them for a long time. You may consider them your friends, but it doesn't reflect real life because at the end of the day, it's still an online platform. It's still a social media platform. It's still through this black scrying freaking box, you know? So I just have been feeling more like being outside more. I mean, I guess I could do some outdoor streams like I did before. I might do some of those, but I just would rather be feeling sunshine on my face. That's all. I'd rather be doing that. What time is the show? Strange World? It's the same Strange World time, so it'll be 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So whatever that means for you. I know, Billingtano, it's like I'm gonna have to stay up late. I'm gonna have to drink some coffee. I'll have to stay up late, but I'll do it. I'll do it to hang out because, DJ's cool. Love DJ, and I love Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent is the real deal. Mark Sargent gets called shill the most, but he's the realest motherfucker out there. He is the realest one. Agree with everything or not. You cannot agree with anything he says. You can think what you want, but he is who he says he is. We're all dispersed across the plane. I know, Billingtano. That's the only part that sucks. So for that reason, I still like this. I still like doing this so that we can stay connected and like keep up with each other this way. That's really why I do this. Mostly is for that, to keep some semblance of communication contact with everybody that we've made friends with over the last decade. But flat earth as it was, it's just not that way right now. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it'll ever get better. I think everybody kind of broke off into their own separate subgroups, which I think is not really necessarily a bad thing. Go be with your people. Go be with people that, believe and think the same way that you do. I have no problem with that. Being with like-minded people is comforting. It's good. But also on the same token, it's like, if there's people that don't agree with certain things, me being one of those people who doesn't agree with most things. And, it is what it is. Terry from Reno 911. I saw the roller skating guy again yesterday. He looks like Mark Sargent. That's hilarious, Sue. Still planning on coming down in October if we're still invited. Okay. I don't have an official thing going on, but we'll have to figure something out. I still would like to have, I don't know, what would you call them? Flat Earth reunions? I guess you could call it the Flat Earth reunion. I went the opposite way and picked a fight with everyone willing to debate. Ben, you're doing good though. It's funny. I think it's funny that Michael Wilson dude hides from you. What a fucking, that guy's an ass hat. I mean, I can't even stand listening to him talk on stuff anymore. Like I can't. He's just so lame. So fucking lame. A message option platform? No, because they used to and they killed it. You used to be able to message each other through YouTube. There's a YouTube Messenger and it's gone. FE family reunion. I am one of the only that believes any of what we believe in heavy debate sphere. Yeah. Why are all the debates in the middle of the night, Ben? That's what I want to know. Did I see you smash Fight the Flat Earth Craig last week? No, my gosh, Ben, I would watch that. I fucking hate that guy, but I would watch a video with him in it to watch you smash him because that would be entertaining. I did not see that. I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon, you guys. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh my gosh. And Chicago artists. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's plan something because I love you guys and I would love to see you all again. It would be awesome. They only come out at night. Yeah. Made too many good connections, so they took it away. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Everything that and look at how how many flat earthers were using Skype. They fucking killed Skype. Killed Skype. You know that was like one of the main communications for flat earthers for most of the last decade. So badly everybody was laughing at him. Ben. That's awesome, and I want to watch that. I want to watch it. The bigger donors come out at night. It's true. It's true, Ben. It's true. I know the answer. Three ads? I'm sorry. I have no control. I only put them at the very beginning, though. I don't let them insert them throughout the show. It's only at the very beginning. Oh. Is it on your channel, Ben? Or is it on... Did it already go to members somewhere? I have to go be a... Hey, DJ Curious. Yes, you're on TV. You're on the tubes. The poop tubes. Sorry, I like to call it poop tube. Don't get ads. Premium's nice to have. Yeah, if I watch YouTube on my phone, I get ads because I do not have premium. But on here, I use the Brave browser and it blocks all the ads. So I can watch YouTube without watching ads that way. Just woke up. Yes, I was telling everybody that I was going to be joining you tomorrow for Strange World tomorrow evening. Liz, are you coming back? Have to post a thumbnail. The Raging Tomato. Oh, look at her. She's got over 15,000 subscribers now. She, her channel's growing pretty good. Because I think when I subscribed, it was like 6,000. And it's only been a couple of months, I think. Are you doing Mark's intro? I can. I need to type it out, or I'll have to go like transcribe it somehow. An hour and 21 minutes in, you smash him. Wait, who's this guy? That doesn't look like you, Ben. Or is it 2 hours and 20 minutes? There's Ben. I've been bombing the intro. We have 2 weeks to get this right. Well, you know, back in the day, I hosted a couple Strange Worlds by myself, and I had to do the intro. I mean, it looks like here you've been, let's see, or an hour 40 minutes it starts. Heathen Wizards. All right, DJ. I'm all over it. Balderson, how do you put up with so many NPCs, though? I think he just does it. I think he's probably just laughing at him the whole time he's doing it. Because sometimes it is entertaining when you watch these people, like you have to go into it with the right mindset, I think. And I think I just, whenever I was going into debates, I wasn't going into it with the right mindset. I think you have to go into it with like, these people are going to say some incredibly stupid shit. And you need to just sit back and let them say their incredibly stupid shit so that you can say some shit that makes them know that they just said some incredibly stupid shit. 11:30. Yeah. 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 Thank you. It is 11:30, Cammy, and I am going to have to go get close her down. We can't grow and change minds if we only talk to each other. This is true, Ben. This is true. This is true. But like, I used to debate and talk to people a whole hell of a lot. I just got tired of it. I just needed a break. Maybe now I'm getting to where I might be able to start doing that stuff again. Move the Overton window hard in the community. Sarah, I think, is actually pretty good about hosting her debate. She's good at, she's pretty good. Iron sharpens iron, and these NPCs are pretty weak. Dull. Yeah. Yeah, all right, you guys. Like I said, I am going to have to shut her down earlier today. Maybe I can figure out some other ways to do some little streams here and there. I just don't want to be sitting at my desk all the time. I love Crumb's flashback streams, though, by the way, too. If you're not subscribed to Crumb, youtube.com/@ChrisCrumbLive. You should subscribe to Crumb because he's doing these cool flashback streams, which are totally fun. And I missed the last one. Gosh, did I miss 2? Man. Anyway, life be sucking up my time. Anyway, I appreciate you all for being here with me on this fine Moonday morning. Happy Moonday. Happy summer solstice. Yeah. All right, you guys. Have a good one. Take care. Peace.
Over the earth, but I'm not spinning at all. Hi, Hailey. I'm spinning at 120 miles per hour. How about you, Zach? I am spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, but I don't feel it. Oh, fine.